Of the hour. Welcome to the latest Caring webinar. Today we'll be discussing how to qualify for Caring Stars 2026 Service Excellence Award and why it's worth your time and attention. I'm Denise Graab. I'm a marketing director here at caring.com, and I'm thrilled you could join us for this educational event. We've already received our very first question, and that is if the attendees are on mute, and the answer is yes, which takes me to a few housekeeping items before we begin the presentation. This is a one-way webcast where only the presenter is speaking. However, you do have chat and Q&A enabled, so you can ask us a question at any time. We're going to have a Q&A at the end. And as I mentioned, this session is being recorded. All of you, and in fact, all registrants, will receive a copy of the slides and the recording. Typically send that out the morning after the webinar. And now I am going to go off camera. I just want to make sure to maximize my bandwidth. I will come back on in the Q&A. Alrighty, let's get started. So, for those of you who aren't yet familiar with me, as I mentioned, I'm Denise Graab. I'm a director of reviews and marketing at caring.com for nearly 15 years now. September will be my 15-year anniversary at Caring. And in my role, I oversee the longest standing, highest integrity senior living and senior care reviews program on the web, with authentic feedback from seniors and their families about all levels of senior living and in-home care. The reviews that Caring receives are first read by experts on my team who are trained in both our industry as well as online reviews best practices to proactively and strictly enforce our integrity-focused guidelines, which we apply fairly across all ratings and all reviews. It is very difficult for fake reviews to get published on caring.com, and we have US-based customer service staff available by phone or email if help is ever needed with a reviews question or concern. So let's start today's Time to Shine webinar with some of the reasons that reviews and Caring Stars matter to the success of your sales and marketing, particularly those of you who are Caring partners and are focused on converting our referrals. Then we're going to talk about some specific targets for Caring Stars 2026 qualification and tools we have to support you in getting and responding to reviews. But let's start with context. For those of you who have attended my prior webinars, thank you for that. I appreciate you coming back. And we talk about the power that reviews have in attracting and converting care seekers. You've heard me talk about every hour in the United States, there are thousands of online searches for senior living and senior care. And this is the latest data from Bright Local. 96% of Americans are reading reviews when they're researching local businesses, and 74% are going to at least 2 review sites. So you can't just focus on one review site, put all your eggs in one basket. You need to be on multiple review sites. We recommend Google and Caring as among your top 2, obviously, because Caring's reviews are appearing prominently and frequently in Google search, as I'm showing you here on the right. So seniors and their families are highly likely to find the reviews on Caring when they turn to the internet to start researching their options, or to follow up on a recommendation they've been given, even if they haven't used our referral services to originally find you. We like to think of this as a digital drive-by where potential customers turn to online search engines, directories like those on Caring, and your websites too, to learn as much as they can and decide whether they should submit an inquiry for more information, agree to a tour or an in-home care assessment, and select your community or agency. When that digital research happens, you want your online reviews to help tell a story about the quality of your services, and you want to positively influence their decision making. At Caring, we've studied this influence for over 10 years now. And in our recent analysis of referrals, we found that our community partners that had 16 or more reviews on their profile averaged nearly 3 times more leads, almost 4 times more tours, and over 4 times more move-ins than our partners that only had 1 or 2 reviews. This isn't a performance guarantee. I don't want you to misunderstand. Those are averages, but it does show the positive influence that review volume can have in your sales and marketing and how powerful online reviews are in the search and selection process. Your reputation profile on caring.com can also help you earn our Caring Stars Service Excellence Award, which was the very first of its kind when we launched for assisted living and memory care communities in 2012, and now it's available to all communities and agencies nationwide. Caring Stars is a high integrity award that helps seniors and their families quickly identify the top rated communities and agencies. It serves as compelling social proof about the quality of winter services. And nowadays, you know this, seniors and their families have many choices for high quality service providers. So Caring Stars helps them narrow to the best of the best. And when they turn to our directory, they see that Caring Stars badge of honor in the search results and on the winning profiles. And they can even now filter to the results in their area to only show them Caring Stars winners in the last 3 years. We also purposefully link the badge to information about what it means. We want seniors and their families to understand it's a Service Excellence Award based on reviews from people just like them. And it's managed with the utmost integrity and it's worthy of their trust. Caring Stars is a great way to generate some positive PR and marketing buzz. And every community, again, every community and agency profile in Caring is eligible. There's no fees to participate. We also don't charge licensing fees if you're a winner. We give you free promotional materials, and there is no application process. But it isn't easy to win the award. You have to meet some rigorous criteria based on the consumer reviews. You need a good volume of reviews, recent reviews, a high overall average rating, as well as business responses to the reviews. And I'm going to go into some specific metrics in just a few minutes. But we are a data-focused company and we have studied the influence, like the reviews, we've studied the influence of Caring Stars, and we have found that on average, Caring Stars in recent years have attracted nearly twice as many inquiries and over 5 times more move-ins than Caring's community partners without the award. So again, this is really compelling social proof, and it can position your community or your agency to get the best referrals possible and support you in being able to more easily convert them as new customers, regardless of the source of the referral. Now, before I move on, I want to pause a moment to recognize the communities and agencies who earned the Caring Stars Award for 2025. These communities and agencies receive digital promo kits, winner certificates, media coverage, the search results callouts I mentioned, and more. Some do PR campaigns, some do offline events to celebrate, and as you can see here, it's very easy to celebrate being a Caring Star on your website and your social media profiles too. This is just a small sample of the buzz, the social buzz, the website buzz, the media coverage that happened for Caring Stars 2025. I simply couldn't fit it all on my slide. I wanted to just give you an illustrative sample of what is possible. Now, if you're among the Caring Stars of 2025 and you somehow missed your winner gifts, please get in touch with reviews@caring.com. We can still support you. And for those of you who registered for this webinar who weren't sure if you'd won Caring Stars before, we can help you find your Caring profile, which would show the award badge if you have previously won, and it'll have the years that the community and agent or agency has won, if applicable. All that information is on the public profile in the caring.com directory. Now, here is what some Caring Stars of 2025 had to say about what this award means to their organizations. Caring Stars companies are focused on customer reviews year-round, and they are reaping the rewards of soliciting and listening to this feedback. They're delivering quality services, and they have a great online reputation for it. The award helps them shine a spotlight on the great work of their staff who are meeting expectations or exceeding expectations for stellar in-home care and senior living services. They also emphasize how the award helps them stand out from competitors and rightfully gain the attention of those in need of their offering. We applaud all Caring Stars communities and agencies for the excellent work they're doing and praise that they're earning from those they serve. These are some really incredible organizations in the winner list with people who are dedicated. They work hard, they bring passion to their work, and they demonstrate daily a deep commitment to the mission of caring for seniors. The Caring Stars Award helps emphasize, amplify, and reward these positive aspects of our industry and the service-oriented businesses within it. I am so honored to work with Caring Stars communities and agencies. We want each of you to have a stellar reviews profile on caring.com too, and here's an example of what that can mean. If you were a senior or their family member, which of these businesses would you be more compelled to inquire about or engage with? The one with lots of reviews, including recent reviews, a high overall average rating, service excellence awards, and review responses, or the one that's lacking that type of social proof, demonstrating excellence in their services? If your profile is more like the one on the right that needs improvement, we have resources to support you and help you move toward having a stellar profile and ideally being among the Caring Stars of 2026. I'm going to cover some of those today. Once you win Caring Stars, it's actually easier to keep winning year after year by continuing to get a handful of new reviews annually. We even have a special category of winners called Superstars. These are the communities and agencies who've earned Caring Stars in 3 or more years, and that doesn't have to be consecutive. It's just 3 or more years total that they've earned Caring Stars. They get Superstar Elite status, a special badge, and a unique promo kit. So that's something else to strive for. Now let's talk about some specific goals to achieve Caring Stars 2026. We'll be announcing the senior living winners in November and the senior care agency winners in December. The deadline to qualify, to have the reviews profile to qualify, is October 15th, 2025. I want to give you a heads up that Caring Stars 2026 is an important milestone for the program. It's the 15th year winner list for senior living and the 10th anniversary edition for senior care. We'll be having added promotions for both milestones, so it's a year not to be missed to be among the featured winners. So you're in the right place. So let's talk about the reviews. We base the Caring Stars criteria on what matters most to care seekers and aligned with reviews best practices. That means we focus on review volume, review recency, high ratings, and review responses. We are also increasing focus on reviews from residents and their families. That is a call out for communities. For 2026, we recommend you aim to have at least 15 reviews published on your caring.com profile by October 15th. That may sound far away, but it's actually less than 12 weeks from now. Can you believe it? So right after this webinar, be sure to check your current profile on caring.com and start getting more recent reviews from seniors and their families. You'll also need an overall average rating of 4.5 stars or higher across all reviews, not just the recent reviews, all reviews, all time. This has been the minimum eligibility rating for years, and you can expect it to continue for the 2026 award. Now, for the vast majority of care seekers online, the reviews in the last year are of most interest to them. So aim to have at least 5 published reviews since October 15th of last year and at least one 5-star review published this year in 2025. More is obviously better, but that's the minimum number of recent reviews you should try to have to both qualify for Caring Stars, but also to attract more seniors and their families to your services. Even if you don't qualify for Caring Stars, recent reviews will help you in your sales and marketing. Okay, now, as I mentioned, if you're a senior living community, we strongly recommend you focus your recent reviews on your current and former residents, as well as family of residents. And this is going to be an increased focal point for the 2026 senior living list. All agencies and communities also need to ensure that you are responding to reviews. If there are any negative reviews on your profile, 1-star, 2-star reviews of any date, make sure it has a published response, or that if it's an invalid review and you'd like to contest it, contact our team right away, reviews@caring.com. Let us know the valid reasons you're contesting it. Otherwise, publish a response, and we actually recommend, if you're trying to qualify for Caring Stars, you publish a response while contesting. And if you don't have any negative reviews, respond to at least one review of any rating on your profile. Every Caring Star in 2025 had at least one response on their profile and responses to all negative reviews. I'm going to discuss how to get reviews and how to respond to reviews in just a few minutes. Now, if you are a small community that has resident capacity of 30 or less, we have a different set of review recommendations for you based on the much smaller pool of potential reviewers. Care homes still need to have a 4.5-star overall average rating or higher. They also need to have one or more 5-star reviews in 2025 and a response to every negative review, as well as at least one published response on the profile, even if they don't have negative reviews. But they have a lower requirement for total reviews volume, both in total reviews across all time and in the recent year qualification time frame. Here's a tip. If you are a care home and you fit this resident capacity profile, please make sure that caring.com has your resident capacity on record so that you can be judged at this threshold. If you don't, and we don't have your resident capacity at this threshold, you'll be judged at the higher review volumes. Now, unfortunately, one of the most common mistakes we see each year is communities and agencies asking the wrong folks to add reviews on their caring.com profile, especially after seeing those target metrics, to try to meet them, right? They're really excited about Caring Stars, rightfully so. They try to get reviews from anyone they can. That is a pitfall and a mistake, and you need to avoid it. Those reviews, invalid reviews, will be declined or removed, especially during our Caring Stars audit, which I'll talk about in just a minute. We're focused on reviews from cognitively healthy seniors and their families, and we require these individuals to submit their own original reviews directly to us. This means you should avoid asking for reviews from your employees, other professional caregivers, vendors, referral partners, any industry insiders, or anyone with a potential professional or financial conflict of interest. You can still collect testimonials from those people for other websites, including your own, but those types of reviews are not a fit for caring.com. Please avoid adding the reviews for the seniors. Our staff is here to help any senior who needs help. And For agencies and communities in our partner network, we offer a reviews by phone service for Tech Challenge seniors. That is at no charge. We absorb all associated costs for that service. And we have found seniors really love it, by the way. It's quite popular with the senior residents. As I mentioned, any invalid reviews will be declined or removed, including after the qualification deadline when we start the audit. So it's better to avoid the removals and decline and instead just focus on valid participants. Now, here's that quality assurance info I promised. Shortly after the October 15th qualification deadline, we start the Caring Stars winner list processing for senior living, identifying finalists based on the review's requirements, published review requirements on caring.com, and then we do an audit of every review on every finalist listing. We do this audit for senior care agencies in November and finalize their list in early December. The senior living finalists are processed in October and November. With this audit, we seek to ensure and reconfirm that all published reviews for Caring Stars profiles meet the guidelines, that this award isn't being given based on any conflict of interest reviews or duplicated reviews, and is instead only earned through valid reviews on caring.com. This supports our focus on earning and maintaining consumer confidence in the integrity of the reviews program and the Caring Stars Award. Another quality assurance step we take is looking at state licensing records where licensing is required and info is publicly available. If your care level and state requires licensing, please make sure your caring.com profile has your current license number published publicly on it. If you're not sure, please reach out. Our team can help you. Also, for the community finalists, we look at state records for 2 years of inspection reports, and we may exclude some communities that have serious citations, a high volume of minor citations, or who repeat the same citations year over year. This quality assurance step was included in determining the 2025 winner list, and you can expect it will continue for 2026. We also do a quick check of public news reports as an added quality measure, upholding that Caring Stars truly represents the best communities and agencies nationwide. Okay, so now let's talk about the tools we have to help communities and agencies be considered for Caring Stars 2026. Then I'll talk about review response options and we'll get to your Q&A. Thank you for the questions you've been posting in chat. I see them. I will get to them. Don't worry. Now, most people are willing to give an online review, but you do need to ask them and provide services that inspire or motivate them to give the type of review you're seeking. In the 2025 reviews report from Bright Local, they noted that consumers who aren't giving reviews aren't finding experiences noteworthy to write about, and some don't think their review will make a difference. So when you ask for a review, make sure you let them know. It can make a big difference for seniors and their families who are considering your services. And on caring.com, every profile has a dedicated review submission link you can share with your customers. This is the fastest, easiest way for people to submit their reviews, but they do need to be comfortable online and have an email address. Now, if you are a senior living community with tech-savvy residents who are willing to use this online form, encourage them not to use their full real name as their reviewer name. Don't put their apartment number in their review. This page where their review appears will have their home address. So it's too much personally identifiable information for those residents, and we want to teach them about internet safety. Also, for those of you, this is a tip for those of you who have multiple locations, you can do an outreach campaign for all of them at once via the URL caring.com/reviews. That is an online form that'll take a review for any community or agency in the country. It even has an easy to use drop-down menu where they can select their community or agency that they're reviewing, or they can type in the name, city, and state, and we'll find the profile for them. All right, this is that review call-in line I mentioned for caring partners. This is for seniors who aren't comfortable online, don't have an email. And if you are a community or agency in our partner network and you haven't already received your free Review Us on Caring flyer, reach out to Reviews at Caring. We will provide that to you. It has the phone number. And we have agents taking seniors calls Monday through Friday during daytime hours. These are dedicated review collection agents. These are not referral agents. You don't have to worry that they're going to refer the caller to your competitor. They are review collection agents. And if they're on the line with other callers, encourage the senior to leave a voicemail. We'll call back within hours, but no later than 1 to 2 business days. One important tip about the review call in line. This is important to take advantage of year-round. It takes longer to process these reviews. So this is not a good service to use 2 days before the qualification deadline. This is instead a good service to use immediately after this webinar. That gives enough time for those reviews to get processed. You could even use this up until mid to late September. But after that, I wouldn't recommend the reviews by phone if you are a review shy of qualification. It may not process by the October 15th deadline. It takes longer. So use this year round, but not in the days and hours before the qualification deadline. Now, for our senior living community partners, we have a tool and partner portal that enables you to do outreach campaigns to request reviews from senior residents and their families. You enter the consumer email addresses, and this tool sends the solicitation directly to them. One tip, it has some code on that email. So don't send it to your community and forward it from there. Send it directly to the consumer. That code helps us tell you how many reviews were generated per campaign. So if you send it to yourself and forward from there, all subsequent reviews will appear to us that it came from you. Send it directly to the consumer so that those reviews are valid when received. There are other options too. And basically, if you are a senior living community partner, we are already doing outreach to care seekers to collect a review of any communities they toured and selected. Communities and agencies can also send us contact list of individuals willing to give a review. Only share people who have opted in. Otherwise, that can result in a negative review for you. And home care agencies in our partner network, you can mark a lead in my portal to sold, and that will trigger our outbound dials for reviews. And home care agencies that are using Activated Insights, formerly known as Home Care Pulse, that is another way to get reviews on caring.com. However, we get those reviews once a month. So if you aren't already opted in, you'll want to get opted in ASAP in order to generate reviews toward Caring Stars 2026 by the qualification deadline. Now let's talk about your options for responding to reviews that are published on the caring.com profile, because this too is a crucial requirement. And then we're going to go into Q&A. I'm loving all the questions I'm already seeing. Now, any community or agency that has a review published on caring.com can respond to reviews about their business. This is not limited to our partners. If you don't have an account with us, you simply email a response to reviews@caring.com. Include in your message the profile and the review you're responding to, or if you're requesting review removal, the valid reasons you're requesting removal. Our removal policies are aligned with both the review guidelines and federal law for online reviews. So we maintain high integrity in the reviews program. We don't take down reviews for differences of subjective opinion. Any community or agency can also use any of the third-party monitoring and response platforms we're integrated. So that's option number 3 on this screen that we're looking at right now. And you don't have to be partnered with Caring, but you do have to have a subscription to these platform services. And by the way, they enable you to respond to reviews not only on Caring, but other platforms as well. These are the authorized vendors we support. If you do have an enhanced profile with us, we send you an instant alert via email whenever we publish a new review on your profile. It is sent to the review subscription emails that you have provided in upgrading your account, and those can be changed at any time by contacting partner success at caring.com. And our community partners can also log into Partner Portal to respond to reviews. But no matter which option you choose, our guidelines for the reviews also apply to responses, and we screen the responses just like we do those consumer reviews. We don't publish responses that include libel or defamation against the reviewer. We avoid publishing responses that violate privacy, and we have a few additional requirements for responses to help ensure we have details on who specifically is responding for the business. Now, if responses are erroneously posted or need to be changed, simply contact reviews at caring.com for help with that. Now, as I mentioned, our senior living community partners have access to Partner Portal with reviews and a button to publish a response. This has been available since last August, and it comes with the ability to filter those reviews. So if you need to make sure all of your 1-star and 2-star negative reviews have a response, you can filter to those reviews first and foremost, get all of those responded to. And if you don't have any of those, select one of the other ratings and make sure each of your profiles has a review response. And give this tool, if you're a caring community partner, please give this tool a try after the webinar and send feedback to Reviews of Caring. We're continually enhancing the portal, so we'd love your feedback. Now, this one I'm really excited to share with you. For any agency or community profile on caring.com, even if you're not a partner of ours, this is a new integration we launched with Response Scribe in June of this year. So this is very fresh and very exciting. It helps communities and agencies craft high quality review responses. We've heard from you over the years that that's one of the things you struggle with. You don't know what to say. This service helps you with that. And it comes with a free 14-day trial for both Caring and Google reviews. It's also low cost after the free trial is over. And then it enables you to respond to reviews on over 50 review sites. Response Scribe has a very high rate of customer satisfaction and retention because of how well their service helps businesses manage their online reviews. And given how flexible and personalized their offering is, I cannot recommend this highly enough. I just love this service. So contact reviews at caring.com if you'd like the link to the free trial or more information that we've compiled about this service. Okay, now I'm going to come back on and I'm going to answer some questions we have received. Okay, good question here about, do we include Google reviews in the Caring Stars determination? The answer is no. Caring Stars is based solely on reviews published on caring.com. And the number one review guideline for caring.com is that it has to be original content that's not published elsewhere. So reviews published on Google are not republished on caring.com and vice versa. Google links to our reviews, but they don't duplicate our reviews on their platform either. Thank you for that question. I got an awesome question. How does one submit a quote about what Caring Stars has meant to their community or agency or organization? I love this question. Please contact reviews at caring.com. We are definitely collecting the words of winners for the Caring Stars 2026 campaign in November and December. And as you saw, we use them in the webinars, on our blog. We will happily receive your testimonials about Caring Stars. Thank you so much for the question. We also got a question. The most common question we get is, will these slides and recording be available? We got that question again. The answer is yes. You'll all be getting these slides as well as the recording, and within the next 2 weeks, we'll be publishing a blog that summarizes the key points that I've been covering as I've been taking you through the information. So I just appreciate so much all the enthusiasm for Caring Stars. Thank you for these questions. Okay, here's one from a senior living community. They want to know if their recent move-ins, new residents, can publish a valid review on caring.com. The answer is yes, if they are independent living residents, assisted living residents, but not memory care residents. Due to the nature of dementia, we exclude memory care residents. But independent living, cognitively healthy senior residents, whether they just moved in or moved in, they've been there for 6 years, both of those residents can submit a review. We require firsthand experience within the last 3 years. So if you've had a resident recently move out, they could still publish a review. But somebody who moved out 10 years ago, who's never been back, that would be outside the review guidelines. We got a question about what if my community isn't yet published on caring.com? I would like you to get in touch with us right away after this webinar. You may already have a profile and not know where it is, or we can help get you connected to get a profile established. It is not too late to get a profile established and start getting reviews to qualify for Caring Stars. Thank you so much for that question. For those of you asking about how to reach your community or agency account manager, please email partnersuccess@caring.com. That's partner success, one word, no space, at caring.com. We have a team of people that will get you connected to the right folks in account management. Okay. Uh, and then, okay, here's a question we got about what do we mean by, we had a list of invalid reviewers, and one of the invalid reviewers is somebody who refers new residents or new clients to your community or agency. So for instance, Caring.com's family advisors would be an invalid reviewer for caring.com. We are a referral source of potential new residents or clients. So you want to avoid, we would have a vested financial interest, a conflict of interest. So there are federal requirements for conflict of interest reviews, so Caring just avoids them altogether. Thank you for that question. Okay, and here's more questions. I love it. What is the number that senior clients can call to give a review for those who are technically challenged? Please reach out to reviews@caring.com to get your free Review Us on Caring flyer. It has the phone number. We just do a quick check to make sure that the community or agency is in our partner network because we are absorbing all of the cost associated with that free service. So at this time, it is only available to communities and agencies in our partner network. Okay, I really like this question. The question is, can you sponsor a review writing party for your residents to complete the online reviews with you? I do not recommend this, and I'll tell you why. And you may be like, why is Denise not recommending such a thing that would drive a lot of reviews? I'll tell you why. You want the senior residents to give a review that is authentic and their honest opinion without undue influence or pressure. And if you or your staff are standing over them while they're giving their online review, they may not feel comfortable giving an authentic review. We've even had some seniors contact us after such parties or situations and ask us to quietly take the review down. They didn't really want to give it. They felt pressured or forced. They didn't want to hurt the feelings of the staff, understandably so, but they also didn't want to give that review. So you don't want to pressure the residents. The other issue that can come up with writing parties is all of the reviews can sometimes, it doesn't always happen, but sometimes can look like they all came from the same device in rapid succession. And that is a inauthentic review flag for not only Caring, but other review websites as well, including Yelp, and I've heard it on Google as well. So you want to be careful with that. You want to encourage your residents to leave reviews. You want to make it easy for them, but you don't want to line them all up at the same computer, and you don't want to force them into giving a review. Okay, and the question is, there's no fee to participate in Caring Stars, but is there a fee to participate on caring.com? It is free to have your community or agency profile on caring.com, but if you want to upgrade and get enhanced services, our account executives can take you through what that looks like, how much it costs. It depends on if you're in home care, home health care, like medical services, like skilled nursing. It's very detailed and depends on what type of business you're offering. But to have a profile is free, to participate in the reviews program is free, to participate in Caring Stars is free. Okay, so I believe I've covered how to get the phone number. I've also covered, a person asked about, can we use the reviews off Medicare.gov? Caring includes Medicare.gov ratings on profiles with medical services, so skilled nursing and home health care. But we do not use those ratings in determining Caring Stars. Caring Stars is based on caring.com sourced reviews. Okay, I got a question about a profile that has the wrong address. Please contact Partner Success at caring.com. They can help you update your profile. And here's a question asking if family members of seniors count. And the answer is yes, if those family members have firsthand experience or observation of your services. They have to have direct experience with your elder care services in order to publish a review on caring.com. So many great questions. I'm just loving it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this question. Does the family or senior have to be referred by Caring to participate in the reviews program? And the answer is no. They are not required to use our referral services to participate in the reviews program. Lots of great questions. And I think I've gone through all of them. If I missed your question, I will follow up with you afterward. And also, if you think of something afterward, please contact reviews at caring.com. I know I wake up in the middle of the night and think of something I wish I had asked. So if that happens to you too, please do not hesitate to reach out to reviews at caring.com at any time. Okay, now, per usual, I've covered a lot of information, so I want to summarize and provide you an immediate action plan toward qualifying for Caring Stars 2026. First, take a look at your current reviews profile on caring.com. Do you have more than 15 reviews published across all time? Do you have at least 5 recent reviews since last October? Do you have a 4.5 star overall average rating or higher? Have you responded to every negative review? And do you have at least one review response if you don't have any negative reviews? Think about some of your current customers who haven't yet reviewed your community or agency on caring.com. Send them your review submission link. And if you're in Caring's partner network, give them that review us on Caring handout we provide. If you don't have a copy of it yet, contact reviews at caring.com. It has the phone number to the call-in line. Remember what I just said. The reviews on Caring aren't limited to referrals from us. You can ask any of your cognitively healthy customers. Just avoid asking industry professionals and employees, okay? And continue to deliver excellent service that inspires 4-star and 5-star reviews. And then when you get those reviews, publish a response ASAP. You also, and I'm glad this came up in Q&A, you want to make sure that the rest of the information on your profile is optimized too, especially if you have a stellar reviews profile and a great opportunity to be on the winner list. The Caring Stars profiles get increased attention shortly after we announce the winners in November and December. So you want to make sure You have excellent photos. You have a detailed description of your services and amenities, and you otherwise maximize your profile for optimal visibility to the marketplace as well as to news media. And if you're a senior living community, make sure your state license and resident capacity info is up to date with Caring 2 for states and care levels where licensing is required. Now, when the time comes, we'll announce the Caring Stars 2026 winners on our homepage at caring.com near the top, as well as on our LinkedIn and Facebook profiles and in our monthly industry newsletter. We also send alerts directly to the winners who are in our partner network via the review subscriptions on the profiles, or you can contact reviews@caring.com in mid-November if you're a senior living community, or mid-December if you're a senior care agency, if you haven't already seen the announcements by then. I want to thank you for attending this webinar. I loved all your questions. I hope you found this information helpful, and you're going to be prompted to share feedback about how I did. It's a brief survey. Please be honest. I use the feedback from every webinar to continue to improve the information I deliver to the industry. Please don't be shy. We truly value your feedback, and I hope you'll share your thoughts with us. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much. Goodbye for now. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope many of you are on the winner list for Caring Stars 2026. Take care.